Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is NicoleGrace. If you are new here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I'm so happy to have you guys here today, and I wanted to do something that I haven't done before. I play around with a lot of color so far on my channel, and I wanted to do something that was like, I don't always go out in super colorful makeup. Sometimes you just want to have like a really nice, like simple, like just like natural, but not like you have makeup on your face and all your imperfections are concealed, but you just feel gorgeous and like glowy and just nice. And that is what I went for today. And this is sort of like my everyday look, I guess is what I would call it. So if I just really want to feel gorgeous without having like a whole, like without looking like I'm wearing a whole ton of makeup, I will admit that I am wearing a whole ton of makeup. But without looking like I'm wearing a whole ton of makeup, this is what I go for. There's a lot of really great priced products in here, and there's some higher end. Otherwise, you know, feel free to use what you have and just follow along, and I think that you can make a really great look with pretty much any range of price in makeup. This is just personally what I like to use, and some of it is really affordable. So if you guys want to find out how I created this look, go ahead and keep on watching. I will skip over my lashes because I am uploading a separate how to apply false lashes. I was really struggling on saying that video. I'm not sure if that's going to be up before or after this, but it will be linked at the end of the video if it was up before, so keep on watching. So I'm just going to start with my favorite moisturizer, which is the Coconut Water Cream by First Aid Beauty. This stuff is amazing. It smells amazing. It feels amazing. And I like that it's not like, doesn't leave a weird residue, so I can put it on right before I do my makeup. Ooh, that was loud. So I just like to get this nice and soaked in my skin. I exfoliated already before I did my hair. I always exfoliate before I do my makeup because it just gets rid of all the dead skin cells. My gosh. I don't know what's wrong with me. And because of my breakouts right here, which are really bad right now, I have hormonal breakouts going on. They get like really dry and have some patchy skin around them. And it just does a really nice job at getting rid of all the dry skin that's around them, so that when I put on my foundation, it's not quite as noticeable as it normally would be. For primers, I'm going to be using two primers. One I'm going to be using is the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. And then I'm also going to be using Too Faced Prime and Poreless, which I apply primed and poreless next to my nose, and then I apply this one up here, down here, and like on my cheeks and whatnot. This is just to fill in my pores. It does a really nice job. I do like Professional a little bit better, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. And I just kind of like press it into my pores. I also like to go down here. I'm going to take the Illuminizing Primer by Dr. Brandt, and I'm just going to basically put that on my forehead and on the tops of my cheeks. Pretty much everywhere that I didn't put the primed and poreless is where I'm going to put this at. I'm actually going to be mixing two foundations today. I'm going to be using the Dermacol. What shade is this? 208 is the lightest shade I believe that they have. Yeah, really hard to get it to focus on because this one is like aluminum too. And then I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in Oslo Light 1. It's like the lightest shade with pink undertones. The reason that I'm mixing them is because this one's a little bit too yellow and this one's a little bit too pink, but they both have a finish that I really, really like, so I'm just going to go for it. The Dermacol one is also just like really thick and a little bit too dark, but it's packed full of pigment, which I really like, so I'm just kind of gonna put this around my face, and then I'll come back with the NARS foundation. The Dermacol one is also a little bit too dark. And then I'm just gonna take my Real Technique sponge. I look crazy right now. And start working this in. See, like, that coverage is insane. Then I just like bring it down my neck the best that I can. I hate how my chest always looks so pink. It's always so pink looking. So right now I have this like really nice luminous finish to the skin. I just really like this mixture. It just looks so nice. I think if you had oily skin, you'd probably want to stray away from it. But then again, I've seen a lot of people that think that they have oily skin and they actually don't. Like, I used to think I had oily skin. I don't have oily skin. So now I'm just gonna kind of let it dry a little bit, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna take my NYX micro brow pencil and fill my brows, and then I will be back. Which, if you want to see a tutorial on how I do my brows, I do have one. I will link it down below in the description box. I just like saving time for editing by just turning off my camera, doing my brows, and then coming back. So I'll be back. Okay, so my brows are done, and I just did a little bit more like feathery. I don't know if you can really see that than I normally do. So it's time to move on to concealer. So I am using Fair Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm also using Whiteout by Kat Von D because the Shape Tape just isn't quite light enough for me. I wish that they would come out with a little bit lighter of a range. I wish everybody would. Just like I'm sure there's a lot of people who wish that they would come out with a little bit darker. So we're done. All done. I'm just gonna blend it in with my Real Technique sponge now. This sits, I don't know why, but this like foundation combination just, it makes your skin look so dewy and glowy. The concealer sits really great on top of it. I don't have any problems with anything regarding how products mix with it. The only thing I will say is that you have to set your foundation afterwards, because this is more of like a, I want to say it's a greasier foundation, but that makes it sound really bad. But it will move around on your skin if you don't set it. So now I'm just going to get my Universal Setting Powder by Laura Mercier. This stuff is actually translucent, unlike the translucent setting powder. I feel like I say that every time, but it's true. The translucent setting powder is not translucent. I don't know why it's called translucent and this one's called universal, because I think the names are backwards. So I'm just setting my eyes first, and then I'll go back with more to set the other areas of my face. And with this, normally I don't set my entire face, but with this foundation, especially with the Dermacol, you kind of have to. It's one of those foundations that like you set it with a powder and it doesn't go anywhere, and then like as you go throughout the day, your natural oils like seep through. Seep is such a good word. Your natural oils seep through, and then it honestly just ends up looking like so good. And it already looks good. And then we're just gonna go in with a nice fluffy brush and we're gonna contour. I'm gonna be using the Profusion contour palette. I just really like this. It's kind of powdery, but it's cheap, and I find that it blends out really nicely. I take these two very light-handedly, which is the medium and the light contour colors, and I just go into both pans and then tap off a lot of the excess and go in very sparingly with it. If you don't like smells, you might not like this. I'm gonna go under my jaw and try and hide my H-ins, and I'm gonna take just a little bit more up at the start of my contour. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. I'm gonna be using this one. It's by Morphe, and it has just like a nice neutral shade already on there. So I'm gonna dig into the lightest of the contour shades and just contour my nose. I like to take a lot down here because I have a very, like, my nose dips down really far. I don't know if you can see that. But if I contour under here and bring it up pretty high, like to right here, it really does a good job lifting my nose and making it appear like it's more erect than it is. And then I'm going to take my sponge and blend that out a little bit. I'm going to be taking Golden Lights by Makeup Revolution. Just focus on it. Then I'm taking this big, huge, very fluffy brush. I got this on Amazon, I think, for $5. I really like it though. And we're gonna highlight our face with this, this is like one of the first times that I've used this, so we'll see how it goes, but I've read good things about these highlighters, so we shall see. It gives like a really nice soft, like this is very soft. And then I put a little bit on my forehead, and then I take a little bit right here. It's a very pretty color, but I think I'm also going to go over top with another shade. So I'm going to take the lightest shade from the Kristen Leanne Beauty Beam palette. I'm just going to grab this shade right here. And see how this, I haven't used this with this brush before. Yes. For my blush, I'm going to be grabbing my BH Cosmetics Nude Blush 10 color palette, again, like a super cheap palette. And I'm just going to be mixing these top 3 shades right here. They're just all pretty. Yeah, I just want a really soft, like peachy glow. So for my eyes, we're just going to go super simple. I'm going to take that brush that we used earlier and the contour palette that we used, if I can find it, and I'm going to take the lightest shade right here and just fluff it all over my lid, and then we will take a darker shade into the crease, and that will be my eye look. So I'm going to grab the lighter of the contour shades, and then I'm going to take my Beauty Beam palette in a small, what is this, the E36 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to grab the lightest shade again, and we're going to highlight the eye with that. So I'm going to go on the inner corner and under my brow. So that is it for my eyes for right now. I'm going to be doing a how to put your lashes on tutorial, like a false lash tutorial. And so I'm gonna get off now, and then I'll come back with my lashes on and everything. We'll do lips and we'll be done. I'm really liking this so far. What do you guys think? Okay, so lashes are on. Look at these. They're so pretty. I don't know, I just really like them. These are Miss Kiss lashes, and I think that she does a phenomenal job. For the lips, we're just going to be doing something nice and like neutral. So I'm going to be using the Essence Long Lasting Lip Liner in Plum Cake. I was very confused. And it's just a really nice nude color. I'm going to go ahead and overline the lips, like a lot. I feel like that's such a pretty color. And then I'm going to be using Naked Dolly by Too Faced. And then I'm going to be going over that with Bun Bun from the Chris and Leanne Urban Decay collection. We'll use a little Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And that is it. Okay guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you really enjoyed this nice like natural, it still has like a really nice full coverage and glowy and you know, like natural brows, and then I always throw on lashes because I can't live without me some lashes. But, you know, if you wanted to skip the lashes, you could totally do that and just have like a nice new look. I just think that this is like the I want to feel beautiful look. Like, I just feel gorgeous like this. I don't know why. I don't know why. If you guys want to see the lash tutorial, I'm not sure whether that'll be coming up before, but if it is, I will put it right here in the video. Otherwise, it will be coming up shortly. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button, which I think is down here now. Hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell, which is up here at the top of the page, and you will be notified when that video gets uploaded. If you want to see my brow tutorial, I will leave that link down below in the description box as well. I just skip over that part to save time on editing and everything else. That is all I have for you guys today. Also, I will be uploading another video in hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. That is kind of going to explain like why I was gone for a week, and then also talk about something really exciting that I'm going to be doing for probably through March. I still have to decide the timeline on it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out, and leave a comment down below if you enjoy the natural look or what type of looks you would like to see in the future. And I will see you guys all next time.